Public enemy number one was hiding in plain sight. So how did Osama bin Laden manage to remain hidden? ABC investigator Brian Ross joins us from New York. Brian, thanks so much for taking the time to join us tonight. Let's start with the question I just asked. How did he manage to remain hidden, and was he? He was 100 yards away from a military training base. What do we know about what people may have known?
Yeah. In a town of 90,000 people, he was essentially hiding in plain sight, and the White House today is raising the question of who in the Pakistani government and at what level knew about this. Certainly somebody had to know about it. This was a $1 million mansion with 15-foot high walls. The terrace had a 7-foot wall so that bin Laden, who's 6'4", 6'6", could go outside without being seen from the road. It was well established. It was built in the last 5 or 6 years. Clearly there are questions about the complicity of the Pakistani government in all this.
And what do you think this could mean to our relationship with Pakistan, Brian?
Well, it's already badly strained because the U.S. has pushed again and again for the Pakistani officials to provide information to go after known al-Qaeda terrorists, to produce bin Laden. They've always denied that bin Laden was in the country, and that today, with the action yesterday, certainly has been proven to be not true.
Brian, what do we know about the original tip? My understanding is that it was last August that we became aware and got the tip that he could be at this compound. Where'd that tip come from, and what do we know?
Right. Well, the Achilles heel for Osama bin Laden were the couriers who took the audio and video tapes he made for his messages and got them to the outside world, along with letters to other al-Qaeda figures. They began to focus on who were the couriers, who was the key courier. And information came from detainees at Guantanamo. They picked up on the courier, and they began to track him. And they came to realize that one of these couriers was going to this town of Abbottabad. And when they saw the size and the scope and the security arrangements around this compound, it then struck them, wait a minute, this may be exactly where he's hiding. He's not in the cave, he's not in the mountains, he may be right here in a place that has electricity and is quite luxurious.
Yeah, incredible. One final question for you. Been a lot of debate, and I know the administration is debating whether to release photos. What do you know about that tonight, to proof that it was bin Laden?
Well, there certainly are photos. In fact, there was sort of a live feed of the firefight, we're told, back to the White House Situation Room. And the debate is a simple one. Will it appear to be grotesque? Will it appear to be just in the worst kind of taste and offensive to the Muslim world to have a picture like that released? Or is it necessary to put an end to any doubts that bin Laden is dead?
Yeah,
and that's the debate.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to inflame more and possible more retaliation by putting it out there. But a lot to think about. Brian Ross from ABC, thank you very much for joining us.